Hi friends, it's Heidi M. I am back to creating some videos. This time I'm going to be doing just a quick sort of intro to the Toronto International Film Festival that's going to take place this year in Toronto, Canada, starting next Thursday and running for about 10 days. I am still covering the festival like I usually do. I am going to mix it up this year with some public screenings, some press screenings, and also some industry events. But for those of you who are wondering what's happening at this year's festival and still are thinking about going or not going, the vibe is still going to be there. I know that south of the border there are the SAG and Writers Guild strikes happening. I am in solidarity with the unions, of course, because we know that we want people to get paid as not just for their talent, but also just to make a living out of their work and art. So solidarity with the unions. So going back to the festival, it's still going to happen. Festival Street along King Street West is still going to be in effect. That is the first weekend of the festival, so it starts next Thursday, September 7th, and it runs to about Sunday. TIFF.net is the place to go for you to gather all the intel. Follow them on social media at TIFF_net. They are posting sort of the artists that are going to be around Festival Street. There's going to be some musical acts this year. I know from the top of mind that Thursday is going to be a bit of a jazz night. Friday, I believe Nickelback is going to be performing. Hate them or love them, they're very popular. And there's a film about the band at this year's festival. I also wanted to let you know that although some of the big name films seem to be sold out, do not despair. There are going to be repeat screenings, and maybe you also want to rush the line for those tickets on the same day of the screening that you like to attend. Also, there are films that do not have a distributor yet or are from other countries that I highly recommend that you look through. This year, there's the Centerpiece program, also used to be known as the Contemporary World Cinema program. It has a lot of interesting films this year. I have already chosen a few from that. I will be releasing sort of my picks in the next couple of days. I know I'm cutting it close, but that's just how I roll these days. And there, of course, documentaries, which I encourage you to check out always. There are a lot of excellent Canadian cinema, including films from Inuit and Indigenous communities. Of course, there's Quebec representing, as always, with some really excellent films. And I also have a couple of picks from the Midnight Madness program. You know that I love my action and genre films. And but again, I will come back with some of the highlights in terms of what I hope to see at this year's festival. But I want to alert you to check out TIFF.net for up-to-date schedules and listings. There is also a companion website called TIFFR, TIFFR.com. They are excellent. They've partnered up with TIFF now in terms of connecting the two sources. And you basically can heart the films that you like on the TIFF.net website. And if you have a TIFFR account, it'll actually make a short list for you that you can work with and sort of finalize your list. Again, these are things that maybe some of you already know, but maybe some of you are still sort of deciding whether or not to go to this year's festival. Regardless of who's who that's going to be in town, there are a lot of options for you to check out great films this year from Canada and all over the world. I also encourage my people who have industry passes to check out a lot of the industry programming. This year there are a lot of excellent talks, including visionaries with some excellent filmmakers like Spike Lee. For myself, I am sort of adding to my wish list attending the In Conversation with Andy Lau. So fingers crossed that somebody helps me find a ticket for that, or maybe I'll just line up at the last minute like other people might do. So again, look out for updates, usually on my social media at High Musings, HYEMUSINGS, or highmusings.ca. I primarily will be posting on Instagram and Facebook this year, and I hope to give you a bit of a peek in terms of what I'll be seeing at this year's festival in the next day or two. Hope you enjoy the long weekend, friends.